Good morning, student. I am Manjula Agarwal. Today we will take the poem of class 10th, A Tiger in the Zoo. The poet of this poem is Leslie Norris. In this poem, the poet describes the condition of the tiger in the zoo. He describes what his life could be if he had been a free animal. Human beings kept animals in the cage for their fun. In the first stanza, it has been described the appearance of the tiger in the zoo and its daily movements. He walks quietly because of his smooth velvet pads. He is able to walk only few steps because of the length of its cage. Cage is very small, so he is unable to walk. The tiger is full of anger, but he can't do anything. He is helpless. In the second stanza, the poet describes the condition of the tiger. The poet is filled with pity while looking at the imprisoned tiger. He should have been in jungle, hunting and resting. He should be waiting for some fat deer to pass that way. He would have been living in the shadow of trees and sliding quietly through the long grass. In the third stanza, the tiger would be growling at the edge of the jungle near some houses. He would be showing his fangs and claws while moving here and there. The tiger is a cause of terror for the villagers. Now in the next stanza, it has been described how the tiger moves up and down along the length of the cage. He ignores the visitors who came there to have a look at him because he does not like that he would be in the cage. At night, he hears the last voice, that is the sound of patrolling cars. He stares at the brilliant stars with his brilliant eyes. He knows no rest during the daytime because of the visitors. Now, I am telling you some word meaning of this poem. Verse: stalks, walk in a proud way, vivid, clear, sliding, moving, lurking, hiding, snarling, growling, bearing, showing, terrorizing, frightening. So I think you are able to understand this poem. Now I am telling you the poetic device used in this poem. First is, you can see repetition, velvet, quite, trace. In this sentence, quite is repeated. Again, the next sentence, brilliant eyes, brilliant stars. Brilliant has been repeated, so here is repetition. Next is alliteration. He stalks in his vivid stripes. S is repeated. In a concrete cell, C is repeated. So here is alliteration. When one single letter is repeated, then there alliteration. Next is personification. Personification. In this poem, the tiger is personified. The poet refers him he. So here is personification. Next is metaphor. Metaphor. Tiger's paws are compared with velvet. Paws are compared with velvet, but no as or like word is used. So here is metaphor. Rhyme scheme. You can see rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme. Stanza first, second, third. A, B, C, B, A, B, C, B, A, B, C, B. Now I want to give you the message. The message is: love for freedom is the natural instinct of everyone, whether someone is animal or human being. So student, freedom is life. Thank you, students. You are able to understand it. Thank you.